Caitlin Clark's new Kobe PE shoe sold out in less than a minute. And I saw so many tweets about this, so many people who were so sad that they missed out on this shoe. I saw that there was this one Dick's store and people were lined up around the corner, like camping out, trying to get the shoe.
Nike just pulled off the biggest corporate blunder of the decade, and Aya Wilson is absolutely furious. After throwing piles of money into promoting Wilson's brand, Caitlin Clark was out there setting social media on fire every single time she laced up her sneakers.
Nike finally delivers Caitlin Clark PE. Is this the first Caitlin Clark exclusive Nike commercial since she's entered the WNBA? I know she's made a cameo here, she's made a cameo there, she was featured as part of this rollout here, featured as part of this rollout there, but is this our first official Caitlin Clark solo commercial?
They've spent years betting everything on the wrong superstar, and now reality has hit them square in the face. As Nike shifts toward the athlete who actually makes cash registers ring, Wilson's having a full-on meltdown that's nothing short of dramatic. Because let's be real, this isn't just about sneakers. It's Nike admitting they spent years backing the wrong face while Clark's mere presence crashes their website harder than your grandma scrolling through Facebook. If you're riding with Caitlin, drop Baby Goat in the comments below. Let's go.
Caitlin, and was thought to be a colorway made just for her up until just a couple days ago, where Nike's official images of the shoes got leaked and the announcement was made saying that everyone will now have a chance to wear.
Alright, time to pull out the receipts, because numbers don't lie. Aya Wilson's shoes might have launched with plenty of hype, but reports say there's still a ton of stock sitting around, likely headed straight for the clearance rack. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark rolls in, drops a Kobe collaboration before even getting her own signature line, and 13,000 pairs disappear in about a minute. Not 5, not 10, literally 60 seconds. That wasn't a product release, it was a feeding frenzy.
Well, I don't think I'd be in the wrong to say Caitlin Clark's Kobe is the sneaker of the week, and everyone's focus is mostly on this one. If you really wanted that shoe, I hope you put your footwork in, because there's supposedly only 13,000 pairs of sneakers out tomorrow. Combine that with a really high resale value, I expect this shoe to be a relatively difficult comp. But my hope seriously is that with Caitlin Clark's sneaker coming out, that this sets a precedent and we might see other exclusive player edition Kobe's drop for the public.
Nike's website didn't just lag, it practically waved a white flag. Resale markets exploded instantly, with prices jumping from $350 to $600 in hours. When Caitlin Clark gear hits shelves, it's like Black Friday on steroids. Meanwhile, Wilson's line is gathering dust and quietly slipping into clearance.
These things is some fire. I'm telling you, where there's smoke, there is fire, and these things is hitting so hard. And who got a bot? Who a shoe plug? Because I need 2 pairs. I need one for the sneaker wall, and I need one for my feet, because these things is hitting right here, and no, I don't want to pay $600 on go.
Here's the real kicker. Nike spent 2 full years pampering Aya Wilson's sneaker project. They gave her the royal treatment, custom logos, her choice of every design, personal details everywhere. Celtic symbols honoring her parents, her grandma's favorite quotes on the sole, you name it. It wasn't just a basketball shoe, it was practically a family scrapbook you could wear.
I lost all respect for A'ja Wilson. I don't want to hear her opinions. I don't care what she has to say from this point on. When you keep a Nike deal 2 years in secret while you're spewing all that crazy stuff about Caitlin Clark in the Time magazine, read it. Read what she said in the Time magazine. Yet you had a Nike deal the whole entire time.
Meanwhile, Caitlin's still rocking reworked Cobes. No personal logo, no signature line yet, and somehow, they outsell Wilson's custom-made collection by hilarious margins. Nike handed Wilson every creative luxury, yet Clark's simple hand-me-downs break the internet without effort. It's almost tragic. Almost.
So it's finally here. Caitlin Clark sneakers from Nike is finally dropping. She was signed to them last year, and the sneakers is a year late in my opinion, but nonetheless I'm excited because these sneakers is finally coming out. But what does annoy me a little bit is that this is a collaboration with Kobe. Now, Kobe, respect to Kobe, legend, rest in peace, great basketball player. But in my opinion, Caitlin Clark is a big enough star and she's creating her own legacy. So I feel like, at least for her first sneaker, it shouldn't be a collaboration with any other player, dead or alive, in my opinion. I feel like Caitlyn should have, for her first shoe, had her own original design just for her.
And we've got to talk about the giant pink elephant in the room, Aya Wilson's Me First energy. She's been chasing personal accolades harder than most politicians during campaign season. She finally got her custom sneakers, her cryptic logo that no one really understands, and her high-budget Nike commercials directed by Malia Obama. Yet, she still acts like the world owes her more applause. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark steps on the court, casually drains a 30-footer, and suddenly she's Nike's biggest female cash machine since MJ. Wilson's out here demanding her flowers, while Clark quietly builds an empire just by showing up and being brilliant at basketball.
And all this was done while the shoe's being developed, while the collection's being done. To demonize Caitlin Clark and try to label her as a privileged white girl that's getting all the privileges, even though she earned everything she got. This ain't about color. This is about good and bad. And I find this a little evil. I find this evil. This is beyond bad, because you had the ability to speak up and say, hey, everybody, relax. Don't get on Caitlin Clark. She got a shoe deal. That's cool. I got one too. Mine's taking a little bit, but it's going to come out. Just be patient. She could have came out and said that, but she didn't.
Here's the wild part. Nike tried everything to make Aya the next big thing. They handed her a $20+ million extension, built ad campaigns around her diamond in the rough storyline, and hyped her up like a telemarketer on an espresso rush. But here's the truth. You can't fake what Caitlyn naturally has. Clark signs her own 8-year, $28 million deal and instantly becomes Nike's most powerful female brand, without them even trying. Every time she steps on the hardwood in Nike gear, it's a multi-million-dollar commercial all by itself. Wilson needs stylists, scripts, and plan promos. Clark just needs a basketball and a hoop, and suddenly, she's printing money.
Nike just released a brand new commercial featuring Caitlin Clark and her new Kobe shoe that she released today. And I saw this commercial yesterday on social media. I thought it was so cool. There's a shot when she's in the locker room and she opens her eye and it like turns into what looks like a snake eye, but when you zoom in, it's actually the Kobe.
Now let's break down the cold, hard business reality, because this is where Aya Wilson's fantasy completely collapses. Caitlin Clark single-handedly generated an estimated $82 million in economic impact for the state of Iowa alone. That's $82 million, from one 23-year-old from West Des Moines who shattered NCAA history. Her influence hit like a cultural meteor strike. Meanwhile, Nike's execs are probably kicking themselves for sleeping on the female version of Michael Jordan, while forcing fans to buy into a story built around Wilson. The signs were flashing in neon from day one, but Nike was too busy checking boxes on their corporate inclusivity spreadsheet to notice the obvious superstar right in front of them.
Bouncing, connect, shot it. Lays it in on a delectable dime for Caitlin Clark.
Even former Nike basketball marketing head Jordan Rodgers came out swinging, publicly roasting his old company, saying, "Congrats, you clowns, you nearly let your golden goose fly away." Their stock plunged to a 5-year low while they were busy forcing fans to swallow a brand story no one believed. Instead of riding the real tidal wave, Caitlin Clark, they tried to manufacture hype around Wilson like she was Gretchen Wieners trying to make fetch happen. Spoiler alert, it never did.
Your stock price since 2021, it is down nearly 60%. Your executives and the people who are making these decisions, their stock options are worthless. Meanwhile, you have the single biggest needle mover in all of American sports since Michael Jordan, and you have somehow convinced yourself that you need to slow play this. Let me show you Google Trends search traffic for 4 female basketball players. There is one who only rivals Caitlin Clark, and that is Angel Reese, and you do not have her. She is over at Reebok. I am so confused as to how you would be so invested in the WNBA for several years, and you have been doing great work to try to elevate and uplift that league and many of the athletes there. But this seems like you have convinced yourself that this needs to be an either-or conversation, and we never have an either-or conversation in the men's sports. You have like 10 signature athletes. Half of them don't deserve a signature shoe.
Now Nike's finally waking up. Caitlin Clark's Kobe drop hits, and the internet doesn't just slow, it implodes. Meanwhile, Aya Wilson watches her months-long rollout crumble as Clark's low-key Tuesday release completely overshadows it. The difference is almost comedic. Wilson needs teaser trailers, photo shoots, influencer drops, and media tours just to move pairs. Clark posts one picture, and fans line up like it's the last PS5 on Earth. What's really eating Aya alive? Nike finally admitted what everyone's known all along. Clark doesn't just sell sneakers. She sells hope, hype, and the dream that anyone could drain logo threes. The public voted with their wallets. Caitlyn is the future, and Wilson's clinging to yesterday's headlines, desperate to stay relevant.
You finally put her in a Super Bowl campaign with 9 other women, and all respect to them, but none of them are moving the needle quite like she is. Your tagline in that was "You can't win, so win." One of the best explanations I can come up with is that you are wringing your hands and afraid to enter into this politically divisive conversation that has been co-opted by the media and pundits who are race baiting and doing all kinds of ridiculous things around women's basketball. You can't win, so win. You have the unicorn, the chosen one, the one who everyone wants to hear from, and you were just sitting around Gatorade, State Farm, Game Bridge, Wilson Basketball have all figured out how to have a point of view with Caitlyn Clark. Please, for the love of God, figure something out.
The market never lies. No matter how many Twitter threads IRS fans spin, Nike has thrown every perk away, MVP trophies, Olympic golds, endless promo, and still couldn't buy the raw excitement Clark generates naturally. Wilson's resume shines on paper, sure, but Clark's pull goes far beyond stats. She's not just a basketball star. She's a living pop culture phenomenon who dishes assists for fun. And after years of fumbling, Nike finally got the message. You can't manufacture what Clark effortlessly radiates. She never begged to be the face of the game. She earned it. She just showed up, dominated, and let the world rally behind her. Meanwhile, Wilson's out here campaigning like she's running for office, with slogans, sympathy plays, and constant demands for respect.
I find it's very deplorable to me. I find it's very deplorable that you allow Caitlyn Clark to get crapped on that whole entire time and didn't even speak up. And on top of that, Nike's a bunch of a-holes too, because they didn't speak up and defend Caitlyn Clark or speak up and say, hey, we got Aja's shoe coming. We got Aja's shoe coming. Just gotta be patient. Caitlyn Clark's gonna get hers too. I don't understand the tactics here. All you're causing controversy that didn't have to be there. You're calling division where it didn't have to be there. You're calling racial, issues where it didn't have to be there.
Nike's pivot isn't just smart, it's absolutely necessary. They were so focused on manufacturing Aya Wilson's image from the ground up that they missed Caitlyn Clark single-handedly pulling the entire WNBA into the mainstream spotlight. Her games easily cross 1 million viewers, while most others struggle to hit 300,000. When Clark comes to town, ticket sales explode. Kids wear her jersey like they're suiting up as their favorite superhero. That's not marketing smoke and mirrors, that's genuine world-shifting star power every brand dreams of. So when Clark's Kobe collab dropped on Nike's site, fans were smashing the refresh button like they were trying to score reunion tour tickets for a band that broke up before they were born. Meanwhile, Wilson's shoe releases feel more like dull chores that Nike quietly guilt-trips people into buying. Clark's launches? They're pure basketball Christmas morning.
I just felt like across the board, this commercial was a 10 for 10. And a lot of people have been getting on Nike because they don't feel like they have been promoting Caitlyn as much as they should. But I will say we have to give credit where credit is due. I feel like in the past month or so, they had been tweeting about Caitlyn more. And then obviously with the shoe release, they made this super sick commercial to promote it. And of course, just today, Caitlyn Clark's new Kobe PE shoe sold out in less than a minute. And I saw so many tweets about this, so many people who were so sad that they missed out on this shoe. I saw that there was this one Dick's store and people were lined up around the corner like camping out trying to get the shoe.
And the irony? It's absolutely delicious. Aya Wilson spent years complaining she wasn't getting enough spotlight, frustrated about how long it took Nike to give her a signature shoe and how the media didn't crown her as the undisputed queen. Meanwhile, Caitlyn Clark just kept her head down, dropping highlight after highlight, packing arenas, and accidentally becoming the global ambassador Wilson always wanted to be. Clark didn't beg for the crown. She earned it so completely that even Nike had to admit, yeah, we really blew this one. Let's not overlook this. Nike servers literally couldn't handle Caitlyn Clark's drop. A multi-billion-dollar empire with world-class tech infrastructure crashed under the tidal wave of fans fighting to buy her shoes. That's not hype, that's history. Wilson's launches cause barely a ripple, while Clark sends shockwaves so strong they probably make it into Nike investor slides with nervous-looking graphs.
I heard that Nike stocked about 14,000 of these, and that is an unconfirmed report, but they sold out in less than a minute. If that's any indication of what a Caitlin Clark signature shoe will do, I think Nike better continue to get on it and get ready to launch this brand.
And again, money doesn't care about feelings. Wilson can shine her trophies all day, but Clark has something you can't engineer in a marketing lab. That raw magnetic spark that makes millions of people spend money just to feel connected to her energy. Nike finally realized propping up Wilson was like betting big on MySpace in 2010. Meanwhile, they had basketball's version of Netflix right there. Caitlin Clark, rocking Adidas in college, ready to reinvent their entire women's division if they'd only open their eyes. Now they're racing to catch up while Wilson watches the dream she begged for slip effortlessly into Clark's cool, capable hands. Sure, Wilson's sneakers might still sell to loyal WNBA diehards buying out of solidarity, but Clark's kicks? Those sell to everyone. Kids, parents, teens, even casual fans who couldn't name 3 other players but recognize Clark's logo like it's the Batman symbol. That's the line between niche activism merch and global pop culture dominance.
Nike released the shoe this morning for $190. That was the going rate for the signature sneaker. Now, I'm here to tell you, as you guys can see right here on Google, just type in Caitlin Clark Kobe 5. StockX, currently right now, they're going for $345. On GOAT, they're going for $386. And Flight Club, you're looking at $375. Must mind you, these sneakers was just released a few hours ago. These sneakers were retail for $190. This is the Caitlin Clark defense.
Nike wasted a fortune trying to script Aya Wilson into superstardom, while the real superstar was out breaking attendance records and turning every arena into a sellout tour stop. Now they're finally putting their full marketing weight behind Caitlin because they've realized this is bigger than basketball. Clark isn't just an athlete, she's a cultural phenomenon that transcends age, gender, and geography. Wilson's ceiling was always visible. Clark's? We still haven't found it. And this movement isn't slowing down. Her influence is snowballing fast. Nike's finally jumped on the right train, while Wilson keeps tweeting for respect as the cash registers, resale markets, and server crashes all scream who's really shaping the future of the sport. This isn't a prediction, it's already happening. The revolution's here, and Nike just woke up in time to realize who their golden ticket truly was. Because the market doesn't care about scripted campaigns, it cares about Caitlin Clark, and it just voted loud and clear with every sold-out size 9 on the planet. If you support Caitlin, drop Baby Goat in the comments below, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment.